So this is my poster analysis of excision. We'll start off with colours and images, go straight to colour. Um, First of all, we've got the black, and black is a sort of very common colour within the horror genre, which this is part of the horror genre. It sort of represents darkness and dark themes, which there are many, many, many dark themes in this film. And it also brings back our childhood fear of the dark. It's also has connotations of death and the Grim Reaper, so that comes into play as well. Now, it also, in this particular poster, brings out the white of her dress, because all the background and the chair and everything is in black, and then it makes it stand out a lot more, along with the writing. Then we've got the white here, which represents purity and innocence, and it's actually quite a bit about what the film is about, because it starts off where the woman's innocent. She's basically a child. I think she's meant to be about 15 in the film. So, you know, she's never explored those sort of sexual fantasies and stuff, and all of a sudden she wants to go a bit further, hence it's sort of tainted with the red at the bottom and around the top and everything, because by the end of the film she's done all of that, and it's a very weird film about her sort of exploring those fantasies and necrophilia and such, because she wants to be a surgeon, and it's just a very, very strange film. And then we've got the red, which I mentioned before. It taints that purity. Now, red has connotations of danger, it has connotations of blood, which there is a lot of here. It also has connotations of lust as well, though, which again is sort of part of what the theme of this film is about. So basically, a lot of posters have colours in them which connote what's going to happen in the film. Black if there's going to be death, red if there's going to be some sort of danger or blood spilt, and then the actual character tends to be sort of dressed in colours that sort of show who they are and who they become throughout the film, and maybe the journey that they go on. We'll move on to images. So we have the blood that fades into the dress, obviously, and I talked about how that taints the white. This Victorian sort of dress is, I think it shows sort of the quirky nature of the film. It shows how this girl's a bit weird. The film is sort of for specific tastes. Then we've got the whole sort of Victorian lips and Elizabethan, rather than Victorian, yeah. Elizabethan lips and the makeup and everything. And to be honest, again, I think that's a bit more about how strange and bizarre this film is, because to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure she doesn't actually dress up in Elizabethan clothes in the film, but it sort of shows that there's something a bit wrong with this woman, which there definitely is. We'll move on to oh, there's also the chair. The chair sort of is just like a throne. It looks like a throne here, like she's sat on a throne of darkness. So it shows that the character isn't very nice. We'll move on to the font and the writing and the layout. So we've got the excision, the title down here, in a very big, bold font. It's sans serif. It's got a slight drop shadow there. It's very easy to read, it stands out, and it's nice and clean cut. The cast and crew at the bottom, as it is in most posters, and it's in a very small and thin font with the whole music, the whole like role of the person, and even smaller writing. Yeah. Then we've got the stars. Now, because this is such an independent film, and because it's not sort of a big Hollywood film, usually in a Hollywood film there's sort of three or four main people who are in it, like the stars. But on this, it has actually most of the people in it. It's got Annalyn McCord, who is the main character, which is why it's bigger and it's spread across the whole page. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 other names on there. So all in all, you've got 10 names on the front of the poster, which is very uncommon, but it also sort of gets the names out there if it's in like festivals such as this one. Now Malcolm McDowell, who is in the middle there, he's actually quite famous. He's quite a famous actor. So he's one of the stars that will have sort of helped drag people in. And then the most interesting thing we've got here is the award-winning things. So it was in official selection 2012 of Sundance Film Festival. Now Sundance Film Festival is very, very well known in the film industry, and it's actually quite an honour to win something from Sundance. So, you know, it must be alright if it's winning stuff at Sundance. Doesn't mean it's not weird as hell though. Then you've got, it's also the 2012 official selection at Fantasia International Film Festival. Again, another sort of very common film festival. So, you know, it's won awards, it's got to be good, so you should go and see it. And that is all on my poster, my excision poster.